Okay, some of this stuff you know he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat. The very same goat that you've been meaning to bleat like ironically, but that will still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this, and this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you'll get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. Heading into the kitchen, there seems to be no sign of Bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome dangerous stuff he leaves lying around. With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time to shift, 9, your katana, 9, to your specibus. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway since you might need to grab some of this stuff. Dave, set that blender to mix. You guess Bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet? Pretty gross. You spot one of your bro's many webcams nearby, recording the incident. It seems you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that. Dave, try to capture lock that Buster Sword from behind the microwave. This might be the only thing in your whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Dave, set that blender to crush ice. It's just sort of bouncing around in there. You're making a bit of a mess now. Dave, hide the evidence in the microwave. See, like, his hobbies are cool and all, and you guess he's got to put his shit somewhere. But what if he wanted to heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen is pretty much useless. You capture log all the fireworks, 5, the sink has to offer. You know these things are going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck inside the garbage disposal. You grab the shurikens, 5, and... Hey! Careful where you're putting that stuff, especially if you're looking to turn your Silodex into a powder keg full of sharp things. You put the box of fireworks, 3, back into card 5 and prepare to start or card 3, apparently. That settles that. You take the nunchaku, 3, once again grabbing without thinking ahead. First, you capture log the box, 5, again,
Do dodge.
while adeptly avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself set up only moments ago. You again round up all the fireworks. Time to regroup here. You grab each shuriken, 3, one at a time, knocking out those nunchaku. But no worries, you've got a plan. You take the nunchucks, 6. Everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you've just got to compromise with this modus. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the bag. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? Oh hell no! Not after all that trouble you went through to get that stuff situated. This is potentially a very dangerous button. First, you program your modus with a Scrabble Points hash function, adding it to the list. This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you have to empty your Silodex to select it. You're just not going to do that yet. No way. Dave, check the box, detect collisions. Okay. And just what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking at up there? You think if you see one more soft, bulbous bottom being like, kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, you are going to fly off the handle. You take the skateboard, 6. Actually, no you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the, wheel, ride, 7. Man, your inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. Dave, capture log the unplugged power cord. You take the power cord, 5. Wait, no, not going to work. You take the battery pack, 8. Damn it! You take the battery pack, 9. using the Y as a consonant. Your Silodex reluctantly accepts. It's a tactic notoriously employed by hash map noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro is around to see. Oh, it was just little Cal again. You can never stay mad at him. Anyway, you've got to get this way rude hunger under control. You figure you ought to scope out the fridge for some grub. This hunger is so ill-mannered, it would make a room full of snooty dowagers to commit mass suicide. Oh god, more shitty swords. Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. The hell with it. You tried to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for... Looks like that works, actually. 2. You capture-log the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. Dave, use the ice maker. It's still hot around here. You dispense several cherry bombs. Wait. Who's that looking at you in the reflection? Where'd the little dude scamper off to this time? You go for the cherry bombs, 9, unsuccessfully. After mulling it over a bit, you take the red spherical salutes, 1. Blender, 2, is a pretty simple word, and you can already tell that's not going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade picture, 4. That's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. You're still not sure what he's so happy about, or what he's looking at up there. While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, the whirling blade picture, into the disposal. But you suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection. Something above you. It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his rad stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with these weird mind games. There's no way anyone would be serious about aping those shitty movies. Dave, it is suggested that you use the turntables and cinder blocks to make a fort. It's a pretty sweet fort you just made, and I'm pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. But rather than get inside and take it for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up to that hatch. It is time to face your destiny. No going back now. Yeah, there was pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there.